All right, today we're pulling back the curtain on one of the most secretive, most powerful, and, let's be honest, most controversial companies on the entire planet. We are peeling back the layers on a firm that literally operates in the shadows of power, building what some people are calling an operating system for the entire Western world. This is the story of Palantir.
So, where does an investigation like this begin? Well, it all starts with a single clue, a number. $10 billion. Now, this isn't some crazy valuation or a founder's payday. No. This is the price tag on a single massive contract. And the real question isn't just what it's for, but who just got a check this big from the most powerful military in the world.
And get this contract is not for tanks or jets. It's for the new currency of global power, data, software, and artificial intelligence. This brings us right to the heart of the mystery we're trying to solve today. Who is this company that has made itself so absolutely essential to the future of American power?
To answer that, we've got to go deep inside one of Silicon Valley's most enigmatic and powerful firms, a company that, for years, most people had never even heard of.
The company is Palantir. You know, while all the other tech giants were busy building social networks and search engines for you and me, Palantir was quietly building something totally different for a very, very different and much more powerful group of customers.
And to get what this company is all about, you have to understand its CEO, Alex Karp. This guy, he doesn't do polished corporate speak. He once said that the hardship brought to our enemies is mostly brought by Palantir. I mean, that is blunt. It's aggressive, and it tells you everything you need to know about the raw, unapologetic mission at the heart of this company.
Now here's where our investigation takes a really bizarre turn. This is the central paradox of Palantir. The man in charge, Alex Karp, he's not your typical Silicon Valley CEO. He's a philosopher with a PhD in social theory who calls himself a socialist. And yet, he leads a company with the hardcore mission of defending the West using some of the most advanced military intelligence software ever made. A socialist philosopher running a digital weapons maker? I mean, how does that even compute? Let's dig in.
To understand what Palantir really does, we have to start with the story they tell the world. You know, the official version. And it all begins with that strange name.
So the name Palantir comes straight from the Lord of the Rings. A Palantir is a mythical seeing stone, basically a crystal ball that lets you see things happening really far away. And honestly, that's the perfect metaphor for what this company does. It gives its users the power to see patterns and connections that are hidden inside these vast, vast oceans of data.
Okay, so how do they actually do it? Well, Palantir's power really comes from four main platforms. First, there's Gotham. That's their original tool for the government and intelligence world. Then you've got Foundry, which is for the corporate world, helping huge companies like Airbus optimize, well, everything. Apollo is kind of the engine under the hood. It updates the software no matter where it is, on a cloud server or on a nuclear submarine. And their newest weapon is AIP, a platform that lets them unleash powerful AI on an organization's most sensitive private data.
But here's the thing. Underneath all of these different products, there's one core concept, a secret sauce that makes the whole thing work. It's a word you don't hear much in Silicon Valley, but for Palantir, it's everything. It's called the ontology.
So, what on earth is an ontology? Look, forget spreadsheets and databases. I want you to imagine creating a perfect, living, digital replica of an entire organization. Every person, every factory, every single transaction, all of it mapped out to show exactly how it connects. It's a digital twin that turns mountains of messy, chaotic data into one clear picture. It's not just data, it's the digital brain that understands how all the pieces fit together.
But a technology this powerful doesn't just appear out of thin air. To really understand Palantir's DNA, we have to go back to its birth. And it wasn't in a garage. It was deep inside the American intelligence community.
The founding team was basically a who's who of the legendary PayPal mafia. It was led by PayPal's co-founder, Peter Thiel, and his idea was to use the same kind of fraud detection tech that saved PayPal from criminals to fight a much bigger problem: terrorism. They brought in Thiel's old college buddy, the philosopher Alex Karp, to be the CEO, along with a small team of genius engineers.
So Thiel puts in the first $30 million himself, but when they went looking for more money, Silicon Valley slammed the door in their face. One famous venture capitalist apparently just doodled through their entire pitch meeting.
The VCs, they wanted social media apps, not complicated spy software. So, right on the brink of failure, Palantir found a very different kind of investor. In 2005, they got a check from a company called In-Q-Tel.
And that check was for just $2 million. I mean, in Silicon Valley terms, that's basically pocket change. So why was this tiny investment the most important money they ever took?
Because In-Q-Tel is the venture capital arm of the CIA. This wasn't just cash. This was something else entirely. You could call it credibility capital. It was a stamp of approval from the very heart of the intelligence world. That $2 million was a golden key that unlocked every secret door in Washington, D.C., giving Palantir a direct line to the very agencies it was built to serve.
Okay, so they've got the tech and they've got the access. But there's another piece to this puzzle. The company's real competitive advantage isn't just its code. It's the people they send out into the field. They're called Forward Deployed Engineers, or FDEs. And that term, Forward Deployed, that's military speak for being on the front lines. And that's exactly what these engineers do. They leave their cushy Silicon Valley campus and embed themselves directly with the customer, whether that's a command center in a war zone or a factory floor in Ohio.
Honestly, the best way to think about it is like this: a hybrid of a Navy SEAL and a top-tier software engineer. They've got the brains to build anything, but they operate with the mindset and adaptability of an elite special operator.
And their mission follows a simple three-step playbook. First, they embed. They live and breathe the customer's problems. Second, they build. They don't just write reports, they are hands-on keyboard, coding solutions on the spot. And third, they become indispensable. The solutions they create are so customized, so woven into the fabric of the organization that ripping Palantir out becomes almost impossible. It's the ultimate customer lock-in. So when you put all these pieces together, the philosopher CEO, the powerful Seeing Stone tech, the deep CIA ties, and this elite core of engineers, what does it all add up to? What is the ultimate goal here? Well, here it is. This is the endgame. Palantir isn't just another software company selling apps. They are building something way more fundamental. They are building the digital operating system for power itself. For militaries, for spy agencies, for the giant corporations that basically run the world.
Which leaves us with one final and pretty unsettling question. Is this technology a seeing stone that protects us from harm, like its creators claim? A guardian angel? Or is it the architecture of a new kind of control? A big brother we won't even see being built around us? As Palantir quietly becomes the operating system for our world, the answer to that question might be the most important secret of all.